What have you learned? I've learned a lot about myself with the Hermit card. I've learned my worth. Hey there, Aries. How are you? It's your Force Fairy here. Nice to see you again. Well, Aries. Let's take a look at what's going on with the army of Aries. Moving forward for the next couple of weeks, we're going to get an oracle card. Right there, a message from your guides. Have an attitude of gratitude. Oh, that's a good one. That is a real good message. Aries, have an attitude of gratitude. First of all, I like the fact that it rhymes. Second of all, I want to see what's sticking to my table. The moon. Illusion, delusion. What it is that you cannot see. The moon. Deep emotional energies running through. Are you stuck on your emotions? Are your emotions kind of keeping you stuck? That's what that says to me. But let's get a 10 card spread out. Right there. Look at that. Aries. Ace of Cups. First card out. The Ace of Cups. And the energy that crosses the Ace of Cups is the Knight of Swords, taking action. Okay. On this Ace of Cups, on this brand new, and this is also, I do have to say, Ace of Cups, for me, could be a brand new offer, or this is your self-love. This is your loving yourself first, putting yourself, and again, it's not selfish when you are putting yourself first, because, or it can be, I mean, it can go down that road, but when it comes to filling your cup up first, it's so that you have more than enough love for everyone around you. Four of Pentacles is what your higher self, I'm going to say, is warning you of, not to hold on to old grievances, to anything, really. I know the Four of Pentacles, it's for me, it was difficult to let go of things that I had no control over. I do know that energy of learning how to let go, of learning how to close out chapters without what would be considered closure, right? So we'll get some clarifiers on that and just see, get some more information. The Hermit, you're going, this is wisdom. This is going deep into your own, I'm going to say DNA, your own wisdom. What it is that your soul has collected through the lifetimes for you, for this lifetime, in this very, I mean, we have come here, whether you're star seeds, whether you've been here, here on Earth, being recycled for many, many, many lifetimes. It doesn't matter if you're brand new here, if you've been here for a while. This is the wisdom that you've collected, whether it be collected through other star systems, other galaxies, other realms. You're here with all of that wisdom. And this is tapping into that, those light bulb moments where you go, hey, I know what to do. Oh, I've been through this before. This type of thing. In the recent past, Two of Wands. Movement forward, gardens. I'd love to see this in this position, because this is planning with the Two of Wands, but this is also a decision. Which path are you going to take? And I see moving forward, movement forward into the Ace of Cups. You're choosing the path of love, Aries. I love that. And look at that, the star. Look at that. Hope for humanity. Healing the hearts of many. This is what I see. And how you see yourself. Ooh, the Devil. You see yourself as being locked in. Again, I go back up to the Four of Pentacles, locked into a way of thinking, tempted to maybe take a different path. I don't know. We'll find out with some clarifiers. Fearful. I don't know an Aries to be too fearful. So this could be doubt. I do know of some Aries that have had doubt in their abilities, in their feelings. Oh, and it goes back to the Ace of Cups. Okay, how other people see you, Aries. The King of Cups. Beautiful. This is how other people see you, so don't doubt that. Hope and or fear is the Nine of Cups. And look at all this love on this table. Confusing and illusions place, which is the Seven of Cups, is the potential outcome. And that, I think, is why that Moon card at the very beginning was sticking to my table. What you do not see, what the devil doesn't want you to see, is through the illusion. Oh, I've got it. Okay, Aries, let's get some clarifiers. I want more information. And that one is now sticking. Now I have to, it's because it's so, here in the 100-acre woods, we are getting, it's humid. There we go. Five of Pentacles is what's underneath the deck. Oh, I'm getting ahead of myself. That what you might not see. That what you might not see, Aries, is the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands. So, messenger of acting first and thinking later. The Knight of Wands, a Sagittarius energy, but this is a knight that acts quickly. And he's in and out. And so what you might not see is that Knight of Wands could be how you see yourself as the devil, that you don't finish projects. For some of you, for others of you, you do. That we'll see. I'm gonna just let that sit. That Knight of Wands. Let's see what dropped on the floor here. Knight of Swords, there's that Knight of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles. Let's shuffle those back in and just consider. Ace of Cups. Let's clarify. For the army of Aries, this Ace of Cups, first card out. Why is the Ace of Cups here for the army of Aries? Let's take a look. Ten of Swords. A painful ending, but in this deck, I really see I have got this little flying gnat or something that is all over me. All right, he comes back. Ten of Swords. As you can see, in this particular Ten of Swords, there's that moon. I don't know if you can see it. I'll put it up in the editing. There's that moon. And so what you might not see are these thoughts. Swords are thoughts. Of an ending, of how something ended, of ending something. Because again, in that little, the 3 or 4 cards that fell on the ground, the Nine of Pentacles showed up. That's a single card, right? I love this card because there's light and dark. I love this card that like in the Death card, there is that sunrise in the background. There's that sunrise, there's that light that is behind you that you might be focusing in on the darkness, on an ending, on painful endings, on who has stabbed you in the back. Even though these swords are not, as in the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith deck, in the back of an individual, these are thoughts. So this could be negative thinking for some of you. And I love the fact that it's clarifying the Ace of Cups, because this tells me that this is coming to an end, that you are, and what's coming to an end is your painful thoughts, your painful memories, the rehashing of what has ended. Look at that. and resting the mind with self-love, with the Ace of Cups. You're resting your mind and beginning to see through the veil. I love this Four of Swords. This is really contemplating fact and fiction. What is really happening in the world that they don't want you to see, and the reasons behind it. Going deeper with the Hermit. Why? Why are we being distracted? Why are we being told this story? Is it because something's going on over here? Look over here, look over here. And what's going on over here? It's a very deceptive type of energy that you are cutting through with that Ace of Cups. The Knight of Swords. Oh, I just noticed that's what crosses you. And we saw that Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords with that Nine of Pentacles, which really tells me that you are taking action. And this is not just reckless. I don't feel that with the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords being combined, it can be considered reckless, but I don't think so. Not when it comes to Aries energy. Aries is really taking action with information, intelligence. Are you part of that community, the intelligence community? For some of you. Four of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, I am going to put this over top of that Ten of Swords because the wheel is turning. And the Four of Cups. Do you see in this Four of Cups, Aries, you are holding on to empty cups, but there's that Ace of Cups right there in your mind's eye. Do you see that this image is half what would be considered dark, maybe even negative, and the other half light, positive? And so even though you're holding on to, it could be an ending. It could be an ending of a relationship with family members, a romantic relationship, friendships, partnerships, business partnerships, whatever this means to you, Aries, but you still hold in your, and I'm going to say your mind's eye, this Ace of Cups, which is self-love, loving yourself first. And when you fill up your own cup, it changes your frequency to that of love and compassion. And then that's what you attract. Hermit is, oh, look at this. I'm going to put this Hermit right underneath. You are clearing your mind with the Four of Swords. You are clearing your heart with the Four of Cups. An Empress. I'm going to switch. The reason being is because this is what you are creating. The end receiving, again, the Empress is a receiving energy, a magnetic energy, an energy of knowing, not just knowing your worth, but the Empress, to get to that level of Empress, you have had to master the queens. So that's the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. So that is, again, almost like four corners. And I've got the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, the Four of Swords, and the four elemental queens to get this Empress. It's this feeling of your higher self is saying the wheel is turning, Aries. Don't hold on to anything that no longer resonates with you, that no longer serves you, that no longer aligns with you, because you are on your way to ascension. You are already in the process. So it will require, and again, it's with free will, it's all up to you, Aries. But when you're ascending, when you're walking a path of love, when you have a connection with God, with Source, with the light, and you know that you are a spark of God, you believe it, you have faith in it. This is when the wheel turns. In the recent past, Two of Wands. Yeah, you were going through a death process, a transformation, the ending of old Aries, and a new path taken. And the strength to do so. Look at that strength card. Look at these. And do you see how that strength card is looking right at that Ten of Swords? The strength card also looks to me as if that light is what's lighting up behind this figure. You see that? And that is the path. You are leaving one path with the Death card and taking a new path. And it is difficult to do so, Aries. It is difficult to do so. Wherever Aries is in your chart, I have an Aries Jupiter and Chiron sitting in my 5th house, right? And so I know that wherever Aries is in your chart, that's where you're fearless. That's where you take, with that Knight of Wands, you take that risk, that chance. And it 9 times out of 10 works out for you. I'm going to say that. And then the times that it didn't, don't let that sit in your head. Don't let that sort of simmer or get you to a place of fear where then you don't take any more risks. And I have the 2 risky knights, the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands. Or I don't want to say risky. They're the fast acting. They just do without really overthinking. I love that about the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands. Now, in the future, so all of this has brought us to, and I do have to mention, in your focus on foundation, there's 3 majors here, right? So there's the Hermit, which is clarified by the Magician and the Empress. So for some of you, you have ended a relationship just to turn around, learn from it, and then manifest a new relationship with that Empress card, for some of you. The Star, and right beside that 4 of Swords is the 8 of Swords, which is the minor to the Devil. So you might be aware that you have got yourself, with this 10 of Swords, the 4 of Swords, and this 8 of Swords, you've got yourself into a mental prison, and you know this. And so with patience, with healing, you are getting yourself out with the Hermit. And what's in that Hermit's lantern is, in fact, the Star. He holds your soul, your soul suit, your body is what holds your soul, giving you, your soul, the human experience. So being aware that you can get caught up in the mind, get caught up in the messages, the manipulation, the propaganda, you are aware of this. And you're aware that a lot of people around you are doing, yes, and look at that. This 2 of Swords is peace of mind. And with that Moon card sticking to my table, you might not, and there's the Moon right there. There's the Moon being kind of hidden in the background. That Moon, that which you might not see, you have to believe and trust. Trust and believe in God. Trust and believe in that you are a spark of God. And the Devil. How you see yourself. Well, Aries. You could be leaving a Knight of Wands type of life that hasn't really served you well. That's kept you locked into, let's say, a reputation, a type of way. And you're moving on with the 6 of Swords. You've got a lot of swords. There's a lot of thoughts that are going on with the Aries collective right now, with the army. And other people see you as the King of Cups. There's that 2 of Wands. Go back to the past. Scorpio energy. And we have the Death card. So this is the death of an old way of being, Aries, and a new way, starting with that Ace of Cups, forgiving yourself. If you were Ace of Wands, Knight of Wands kind of player, guy, gal, forgive yourself. You've learned. What have you learned? That's for you to know, right? And you know that the Devil kept you there. Whether it be through temptation, whether it be through addictions, whatever that means to you, whether it be, and you could have been addicted to work for some of you, food or alcohol, drink, whatever. It doesn't even matter. The Devil's kept you there, and now you're moving away into the light, from the darkness into the light. And the Page of Swords. I love this. This is learning. This is reading. This is information. And this is page, so this is new. You could be on a spiritual road. You could be getting out of the world of pleasure and into the world of intellect. And with all these swords, it could very well be. And this is making your wishes come true with the 9 of Cups. The 7 of Wands is what clarifies. You're defending your wishes. You're defending, I'm going to say, your love. Your Ace of Cups, taking time for yourself, doing what you love, and moving forward with this new information, with this new love of information, love of learning. What have you learned? I've learned a lot about myself with the Hermit card. I've learned my worth. I've learned that the stories other people tell me, whether it be family, whether it be friends, whether it be even the media, this is not who I am, says Aries. I know who I am. I'm reconnecting with God. Okay. And this is where, with this 7 of Cups, right above this 2 of Cups, 2 of Swords, that you might not have seen all the illusions that you were falling for. You got to drive this car. You got to look this certain way. You got to have the 6-pack. You got to have the hair. You got to have whatever. The clothing. You're starting to see through the illusions. Ooh, Queen of Pentacles. Look at that. That is taking care of yourself and growing. This is the minor too, the Empress. And the King of Cups. Look at that. Look at that balance. We got the King of Cups here. That's how other people see you. And you could have a Queen of Pentacles that sees your star, that sees who you truly are. Yeah, that's for some of you. And the Knight of Wands. Another, the 4 of Pentacles. Look at that. I see this 4 of Pentacles very much like the Magician in this deck. And this 4 of Pentacles is really taking care. Do you see how the Queen of Pentacles is holding that coin? And you have got several projects, several ideas, several things that you're working on, that you are growing. So these are the, as I said, the four elemental queens with this Empress. It's like a foundation. It's like a solid foundation, 4 corners. As I've said before, a 3-legged table versus a 4-legged table. That's stability. 4s are stability. And so when I see, you might not have been there for you, Aries. You might have been in and out, in and out, in and out. With the Knight of Wands, however, you are really grounding not just your emotions, but your thoughts, your material, and the wheel. The wheel. Oh, we could be jumping off that wheel. Let's get some angel numbers on this, Aries, and we'll wrap it up for you. I see 249. Let's do 249, Aries. 249. Your angels are guiding you to unleash your spirit. That's what I see the star as. Express your true and most sacred self, and don't be afraid to do so. Oh, that's a good one. I see 177. Let's do that one. 177, Aries. Your intentions are being heard loud and clear. God is guiding you. And I think you know that with that star. I see 159. Last one. 159, Aries. Your angels are guiding you towards information. That's the Page of Swords. And people that will help you uncover deeper aspects. There's that Hermit of your journey. Open your mind to new pathways. And with all of these swords on the table today, Aries, with the 10 of Swords, the 4 of Swords, the 8 of Swords, the 2 of Swords, and that little Page of Swords, I really do see that you are opening your mind to a different way of thinking, maybe to spirituality, spiritual practice, this type of thing. And it's just the beginning. You are well on your way with that Chariot and the 6 of Swords, because I find the 6 of Swords is the minor to the Chariot, moving forward, believing in and having faith, not only in yourself, but in God. When you have that connection with God, you really do become fearless. And that's what that's what we need from the army of Aries. And that's what I see for you, Aries. And I'm sure I'll see you again. Take care from your Force Fairy. Bye for now.